AST season, the San Antonio Spurs pulled off one of the most remarkable turnarounds the NBA has seen in years. After enduring a lengthy rebuild, they stormed to an incredible 62-win season, returned to playoffs, and powered to the Western Conference. They eliminated the Trail Blazers, the Timberwolves, and the defending champion Thunder to earn a trip to the NBA Finals. But when the stakes were at their highest, a weakness that had quietly lingered beneath the surface all season finally caught up with them. Every time Victor Wembanyama went to the bench, the Spurs became a completely different team. With him on the court, they had the size, defense, and versatility to slow down virtually anyone. The moment he checked out, however, their defensive identity began to unravel. The Knicks recognized that vulnerability immediately and spent the entire finals exploiting every minute when Wembanyama wasn't on the floor. That painful lesson set the stage for the 2026 NBA draft. San Antonio entered draft night with one clear mission: fix the roster weakness that had just cost them a championship. By the end of the night, the Spurs had added 4 new players, and 2 of them have potential to completely reshape this team and help build a stronger, deeper contender around Victor Wembanyama.
We're excited tonight to get a couple guys that we think can really help our team now and also into the future. As you can see, we had a type. We added a couple of big bodies, physical, athletic, different profiles, a little bit, one being younger with, a huge upside, and obviously one being, a little bit older, we've seen develop. We also think with really good upside. So we're excited to add both young men to the program and continue to build from here.
But the draft may have been only the beginning. There's already growing buzz that the Spurs could make a major change to their starting backcourt, add a proven veteran forward to better complement Victor Wembanyama, and strengthen the coaching staff with an experienced assistant alongside Mitch Johnson. If those moves come together, San Antonio could look like a completely different team by the time next season tips off. So, just how much has this offseason changed the future of the San Antonio Spurs? What the Spurs accomplished last season was nothing short of remarkable. But in the NBA Finals, the New York Knicks exposed a weakness that no other team had been able to exploit all year: San Antonio's lack of frontcourt depth. The Spurs built one of the league's elite defenses around Victor Wembanyama, the defensive anchor and driving force behind everything they did on that end of the floor. But the moment he went to the bench, the entire system began to fall apart. Without a reliable backup rim protector, San Antonio struggled to generate stops, forcing head coach Mitch Johnson to lean heavily on his franchise superstar for extended minutes. As the series wore on, that workload began to take its toll. By the fourth quarter of several games, Wembanyama looked visibly exhausted. Even when he remained on the floor, the Knicks executed their game plan perfectly, pulling him away from the basket with floor spacing and forcing him to defend in space. That open driving lanes created easy finishes at the rim and neutralized the Spurs' biggest defensive advantage. The finals made one thing impossible to ignore: San Antonio needed more size. They needed more athleticism. Most importantly, they needed another dependable rim protector who could keep the defense intact whenever their franchise cornerstone needed a breather. That brings us back to the 2026 NBA draft. The Spurs entered draft night with one clear objective: fix the biggest weakness on their roster. By the end of the evening, they had done exactly that, holding the 20th overall pick and acquiring the Nuggets' 26th selection in a trade. San Antonio added 2 defensive-minded centers with the goal of ensuring the problems that cost them a championship never happen again. It's extremely rare for a finals team to come away with a prospect many considered worthy of a top 10 selection. Yet, that may be exactly what the Spurs accomplished at number 20. Although Jaden Quainton slipped out of the lottery, many NBA scouts and evaluators viewed him as one of the most physically gifted and defensively dominant prospects in the entire draft class. His unexpected fall gave San Antonio the opportunity to land a player with enormous upside, one who could become a perfect long.
What's good, Spurs Nation? My name is Jaden Quainton. I just got out to San Antonio, and I'm excited to work with y'all. Go Spurs, go.
At just 18 years old, Jaden Quainton already possesses an NBA-ready frame. Standing 6'10", weighing 253 pounds, and boasting an incredible 9'1" standing reach, he has the physical tools that immediately catch your attention. But what truly excites NBA scouts isn't his size. it's the impact he makes on the defensive end. As a freshman, Quaintance averaged 6 blocks and 1 steals per game while posting an outstanding 8% block rate. To put that into perspective, Victor Wembanyama recorded 9% block rate during last year's NBA season. That comparison doesn't mean Quaintance is destined to become the next Wembanyama, but it highlights just how disruptive he can already be as a defender. He has the lateral quickness to switch on to smaller guards, the instincts to rotate as a weak side shot blocker, and the explosiveness to protect the rim at an elite level. Whether he's contesting pull-up jumpers in drop coverage, blowing up a pick and roll, or erasing shots at the basket, his defensive versatility makes him an ideal fit in San Antonio's system. The Spurs desperately needed reliable frontcourt depth behind Wembanyama, and Quaintance has the potential to fill that role while also giving San Antonio the flexibility to play both big men together in certain matchups. He's also an outstanding rebounder, particularly on the offensive glass, where he averaged 3 offensive rebounds per game, using a combination of length, timing, relentless effort, and elite athleticism to create extra possessions. Offensively, however, he's still a work in progress. At this stage of his development, Quaintance isn't a player who creates his own offense consistently. As a freshman, he shot just 18% from three-point range and 9% from the free throw line. His shooting mechanics aren't fundamentally broken, but the production simply hasn't caught up yet. Fortunately for San Antonio, that's not what they'll be asking him to do. With De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and eventually Dylan Harper expected to carry most of the offensive load, the Spurs don't need Quaintance to be a scorer. They need him to defend at a high level, rebound aggressively, protect the rim, and bring energy every time he steps on the floor. In those areas, he already looks NBA ready. So if his talent is so obvious, why was he still available with the 20th overall pick? The answer is simple: health concerns. In February 2025, Quaintance suffered a devastating ACL and meniscus tear that prematurely ended his season. Although he eventually returned to the court, the recovery process was anything but smooth. He appeared in just 4 games during his sophomore season at Kentucky, leaving NBA teams with far more questions than certainty. As a result, a prospect many evaluators considered a legitimate top 10 talent unexpectedly slid down the draft board, and the Spurs wasted no time capitalizing on the opportunity. For San Antonio, this selection was never about immediate production. It was a calculated investment in elite long-term upside. The biggest hurdle now is getting him fully healthy. Quaintance has already revealed that he expects to undergo another knee procedure, followed by approximately 6 months of rehabilitation. Because of that timeline, there's a realistic chance he won't make his Spurs debut until well into the 2026-27 season. That also meant San Antonio couldn't rely on him to solve their depth issues right away. And that's exactly why the Spurs weren't finished. Knowing Quaintance could miss a significant portion of next season, the front office traded up to the 26th overall pick to select Harris Reed Jr., a player capable of contributing immediately. Standing 6'11", weighing 263 pounds, and owning an impressive 9'2" standing reach, Reed brings the size, strength, and physicality San Antonio desperately lacked during the NBA Finals. While Quaintance represents the franchise's long-term investment, Reed projects as a player who can step into rotation from day one and provide meaningful minutes. His final season at UConn offered plenty of evidence that he's ready for that challenge. As a crucial piece of the Huskies' run to the national championship game, Reed averaged 7 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 blocks per game, while consistently producing against some of the toughest competition in college basketball. His combination of toughness, rebounding, rim protection, and interior presence gives the Spurs exactly the kind of reliable frontcourt depth they lacked when it mattered most.
He comes from a very great program, playing for Coach Hurley. We had a little luck there, taking somebody from that program once before. And so we felt very comfortable that if needed, he can come in and provide some help.
What immediately stands out is how perfectly Harris Reed Jr. has strengths aligned with San Antonio's biggest needs. Reed is an outstanding rebounder, averaging 2 offensive rebounds per game by combining strength, positioning, and relentless effort to create extra possessions. That's exactly the kind of physical interior presence the Spurs lacked when the Knicks exposed their thin front court during the NBA Finals. Offensively, Reed embraces the role of a traditional center. He isn't a floor spacer or a player who creates offense off the dribble, but inside the paint, he's incredibly efficient. Last season, he shot 64% from the field, consistently finishing through contact and converting high-percentage opportunities around the rim. Defensively, he was just as impactful. Reed averaged 0 blocks per game, while opponents shot only 56. 2% at the rim when he was a primary defender, although he's most comfortable protecting the paint. He has enough mobility to survive on the perimeter without becoming the kind of defensive liability that modern NBA offenses relentlessly attack. That's exactly why this selection is so important. If Jaden Quaintance develops into San Antonio's long-term answer in the frontcourt, Reed can still carve out a valuable role as a dependable rotational big. And if Quaintance's recovery takes longer than expected, Reed gives the Spurs an immediate solution to the very weakness that ultimately cost them a championship. Either way, San Antonio already possessed one of the NBA's best defensive foundations. In a single draft night, they added even more rim protection, rebounding, size, and physicality to an already elite defensive identity. But here's the thing. Strengthening the front court may have been the easy part. The far more complicated question revolves around a player already on the roster, De'Aaron Fox. The idea of trading Fox has quietly become one of the most intriguing storylines of the offseason, and it has very little to do with his overall performance. For most of the year, Fox was exactly what the Spurs hoped he would be. In his first full season with San Antonio, he stabilized the offense, provided another elite shot creator alongside Victor Wembanyama, and played a crucial role in helping the Spurs earn the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. Then the playoffs changed everything. More specifically, Game 4 of the second round. After suffering a significant ankle injury against Minnesota, Fox simply wasn't the same player. Before the injury, he was averaging nearly 19 points per game during the postseason. Afterward, his production declined dramatically, falling to just 12. 8 points per game by the NBA Finals. Then came the moment Spurs fans still can't forget. In the closing moment of a crucial Finals game, Fox attacked the basket instead of using clock, only to be emphatically denied by OG Anunoby. The block sparked one of the most dramatic comeback victories in recent playoff memory, and for many fans, that single play came to symbolize Fox's disappointing finish to the postseason. But the concerns extend well beyond one possession. Beginning next season, Fox's 4-year, $229 million maximum contract extension officially takes effect. For a franchise already preparing for Victor Wembanyama's eventual Supermax extension, that's an enormous financial commitment. At the same time, San Antonio's young backcourt continues to evolve at an impressive pace. Harris hasn't consistently come off the bench since the 2016-17 season, so determining whether he starts or embraces a reserve role will be one of the coaching staff's biggest challenges. But that's exactly what makes this signing so smart. San Antonio wasn't chasing another superstar. They were searching for the right veteran, someone who complements their young core rather than competes with it. A proven stretch forward with extensive playoff experience is about as seamless a fit as they could have realistically found. And Harris wasn't the only move that revealed where this franchise believes it's headed. On July 2nd, the Spurs hired Billy Donovan as Mitch Johnson's lead assistant coach, replacing Sean Sweeney, who departed to become Orlando's new head coach. In many ways, this hire may be even more significant than the Harris signing. Donovan is a Hall of Famer, a 2-time NCAA national champion at Florida, and a coach with 11 years of NBA head coaching experience. Coaches with resumes like that rarely choose to become assistant coaches, making his decision to join Johnson's staff a powerful statement about what both he and the organization believe San Antonio is building. During his tenure with Oklahoma City, Donovan built a reputation for developing young talent, while guiding the Thunder to the playoffs in all 5 of the seasons. That's exactly the type of experience the Spurs need as they continue developing a young core centered around Wembanyama, Castle, and Harper. The finals loss to New York exposed just how inexperienced San Antonio still is in the biggest moments. Now, Johnson has a seasoned mentor sitting beside him, someone who's coached elimination games, managed superstar personalities, and navigated deep postseason pressure countless times. Whether it's signing Tobias Harris, adding Billy Donovan to the coaching staff, or making additional moves before the season begins, every decision points in the same direction. The Spurs aren't building anymore. They're trying to win. And that's why this offseason feels so significant. It's not because of one blockbuster move. It's because of the complete shift in organizational philosophy. San Antonio used the draft to fix the exact weakness that cost them a championship. They're evaluating whether a max contract star like De'Aaron Fox still aligns with the timeline of their rapidly developing young core. They added a proven stretch forward in Tobias Harris to improve spacing and veteran leadership. Then they strengthened the coaching staff by bringing in Hall of Fame coach Billy Donovan to support a first-year head coach. Those aren't the moves of a rebuilding franchise. Those are the moves of a team that believes its championship window is already open. The Spurs have officially moved beyond patience. Now, it's all about competing for a title. So here's my question for you. If you were running the Spurs, would you keep De'Aaron Fox, or would you explore trading him while his value remains high? And do you think adding Tobias Harris and Billy Donovan is enough to push San Antonio over the top? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want in-depth analysis of every major Spurs move this offseason, be sure to subscribe. There are plenty more videos on the way, and I'll see you in the next one.